Hi everyone, Dorota International nail artist and educator here, and today we are gonna do my right hand with the left hand, a struggle of every nail technician. And I get you step by step of the process and also give you lots of great advice how to achieve the best results using your not dominant hand. So let's start. So my nails are bare, like it is really unusual look actually. And what you want to do, it is like, obviously I have removed some product, but there might be some bits and pieces left over. I'm just searching for any places which might still have a tiny bit of the shine. And just give it a couple scratches to it so the product adheres well. If you're doing a fresh set, like, and you never had some products on your nails before, you have to make sure the entire nail plate is nicely scratched, like there is no shiny places and there is no cuticle on it. Like my cuticles have been actually pretty good compared to my hands this time. So I'm gonna do a little bit work after we finish the filing if it's necessary. Then we are gonna dehydrate our nail plate, so nice and squeaky clean. And obviously I am right-handed, so I'm doing things now with my left hand, which can be quite difficult, but I want to show you the process if you want to do your own nails, how to achieve that. So that's the forms I'm using, and I've got like a full roll of them in here. I will just pull actually a couple, and we will need to trim them for my nails. Like they all different shapes, they've got all different stuff going on them, and if you prepare your forms really good, the life is much easier. And I find it like because I've got a pretty high nail folds, like, you know, like they are really decent, I usually need to cut out the entire row from my form. And then I also like to loosen it up a little bit on the side so I can pinch it more. Like pinching is like squeezing your form so it has a really nice C-curve, and C-curve gives you a strength on your nails. Okay, so this one fits in nice. I've got one ready. Then we've got a second form. So this is my trouble finger, actually, because it has the shortest nail bed and the biggest nail fold. So that nail doesn't pinch nice, and it can give me sometimes trouble. Actually, they all sometimes can be a little bit difficult, especially this doing it with the left hand. The right hand doesn't give me any trouble. Okay, I need to cut it out a little bit wider, pre-pinch it, like make sure your middle is in the middle, and then I'm gonna check it if it's fits in there. It does. Middle finger. On middle finger I've got some hyponychium. So I need to cut out the space. Like get some room for my white nail folds, and then cut out a little hyponychium. Hyponychium is a living tissue underneath of your nail plate. That's kind of like an extension of the nail bed, which is sticking out. And you can see it that on here, like I've got some white free edge there, and then the pink, that's my hyponychium. This is actually brilliant. I need to just loosen this form a little bit because I wouldn't be able to squeeze it as much as I want. So just loosen it. And then my extremely difficult finger, very high hyponychium, is the index finger. Those form preparation is really important. Like you can see it, this is all living tissue, and it can be quite painful. I really don't like it how it looks even on a fresh set, because it looks like I've got dirty nails underneath. And I'm trying to like get as clean feet, get rid of this one, trying to get as clean fit as possible, just so, I mean, it is impossible because we are kind of so close to the living tissue that it is impossible to apply it at neat. I can always see something there, but what I'm doing is I'm cutting out those hyponychium, and then I'm gonna check it how it will fit in. Because the trouble with this nail is it also grows down the way. Oh, I might get it. Okay, that's a pretty decent one. You could see the form did bend in here, which means I need to loosen it up and loosen it up. Okay, time for the gel application. I will do the thumb once I've got those 4 fingers, and that's how I do it for the clients as well. So an extra nail prep, because during the form trying time we probably have touched our nail plate and we have bring some oils which we had on our skin. And then start applying those forms. Nice in the middle. Squeeze it in. And then start closing those forms. So once I feel it, it sits beautifully underneath of my nail, I can start closing it. Okay, nice close. So this way we kind of get also pinched down as well. Again in here, nicely in the middle. You can see they are slightly going up, like I do really prefer them going up. So that's mean this wings has to be open, like that's this nice one. I will be able to pinch it. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm happy with this one. Just a little bit squint, loosen it up. And basically the way you apply your nail forms, that's the shape you are going to achieve. So you really want to make sure they are applied nice and properly. Yeah. There we are. I knew it, something isn't right because this form wasn't fitting in under this nail. So I pick up the wrong one. This one always comes up nice and beautiful. I love my middle finger. Is the form up enough? It is. Squeeze it there. And then this finger in. Actually leave this one for later, so I can control what I'm doing. Universal Air Bond, and Universal Air Bond acts as a base gel. It gives a nice adhesion of the product to the natural nail. If you've got problematic nails, you can prime them twice. Mine aren't, but I just always prime them twice. Maybe not always, but whenever I remember. Okay, sculpting time. So try to hold the brush like you would do hold a pen with your other hand. So it doesn't matter if you're doing your nails with the left or right hand. You want to hold your brush like you do hold your pen. This is a good tip if you didn't knew it, even when you're doing your, when you're working with your correct hand. Always hold your nail tools, nail brushes like you would hold your pen. Imagine, guys, try do the test and try to write your name the same way like you hold your brush. And if you can't write your name nice, that means you're holding your brush wrong. So hold it like a pen, then you've got the most control. Okay, I'm sorry, this is always extreme task, difficult to be in the camera, to work with. Are we? You good at it then? Because I feel like I'm all over the place when doing my right hand with the left hand. Okay, I am happy with this nail. So let's put the brush on the side. Check this place here. And then freeze it. I'm gonna cook it for like 10 seconds just so the product doesn't run. Let's do 10 seconds. And then I will be able to do it on another nail. So in the time when my hand is cooking, I'm just picking up a fresh scoop. Look, it is only on the one side of my brush. This is 10 seconds gone, so I don't have to worry about my pinky anymore. Remove the excess of the product, because if you've got too much product, you are not able to get it nice around your cuticle area. And also this first layer, you want to kind of press it as hard as you can do it. On the clients are probably pressing even harder. Pick up scoop to the middle, and then those kind of triangle shape, because they are going to be coffin shape as usual. I am so boring when it comes to my nails. Coffin shape, ideally French or baby boomer, that's me happy. or a crystals, or aurora. Okay, apply those triangle shape. Is it nice? Not bad. Hold my breath. Not hold, escalate.
Guys, you can breathe.
They are breathing. It's me struggling here.
Not everyone.
Okay, 10 seconds. Cook. Don't destroy them, putting them into the lamp. I have done it many times. This is terrible. Okay, pick up another scoop of the product. Now, if you do ever feel heat spike, remove your hand and put it back in. Never like keep your hand inside too long. I have seen so many bad pictures of the chemical burns because people was holding their hand in a lamp when the gel burns. Do not hold your hand in there. Take it out. Slow down the curing process and then put it back in. So actually those 10 seconds prevent me from the heat spike, prevent my product from running, and it is long enough for me to pick up a fresh scoop of the product. Absolutely awesome way of doing the nails. Okay, I am holding my brush wrong, probably. A little bit wrong. I wish to go longer, but we're getting into close to the summer-like time, and maybe not summer, but like, yeah, close to, I call it summer in here, because that's the time when we get the best weather, May, June. So maybe we'll see, hopefully, like, I need lots of sunshine, so I can be creative, I can be full of energy. And healthy, absolutely. Okay, brilliant. 10 seconds freeze. And that means my pinky have been cured for 30 seconds. And that means it's a time for a gentle pinch. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the first pinching clamp and gently squeeze it. Maybe not, maybe another 10. Oh, maybe not. It did click off nicely. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it for a second and do one more. We'll cook it for longer than 30 seconds. Let's apply it on this one. If you pinch too soon, you might lift off your product from the nail plate, and you really don't want that. Now the trouble one, behave. So it grows down always. So I'm trying to place this form as high as possible. And I'm trying to pinch it as much as possible. And it's so funny, finger is squint from every direction, every possible direction. So I'm always trying to find the happy medium for this nail. Is it happy medium? I don't know, I'm never happy with this nail. It's not, but I cannot because... Okay, trim this one more. Got you. Stay there. Just stay there. This is the worst finger ever. I'm never happy with it. That's it, new form. If it ever happens to you, well, I love when the things come up on the video because I can teach you. If it ever happens to you that you weren't happy with the form application, and the things went totally wrong and you have played with your form too much, just remove it and cut the fresh one, because otherwise the form will become loose. You might have some leakage of the product underneath of your nail. It's not gonna look nice, and like, you know, you will struggle more, and it will take you more time to actually fix this nail with shaping product than it does to apply the fresh form. Okay, I cannot pinch it anymore, this form. Oh, that's it. It has to stay this way. Perfect. Okay, universal air bond. This will be just so much faster for me to do it that way than try to play with the other one. Wait for it to dry and then sculpt those nails. So this will be a nail which I will need to pinch very strongly to match the others. And I think this is the only way I can apply this form correctly, is without of pre-pinching it too strongly. Otherwise it just doesn't sit in nice. Pick up a scoop. You can see that this nail looks so fat now because our form isn't squeezed. Make sure I've got product everywhere. Okay, brilliant. Let's cook it. So 10 seconds cure. Also at the same time when my hand is cooking, I'm just pulling another form for my fam. Thank you, Patrick. That was so helpful, even that you didn't do anything yet. Okay, and now I'm gonna struggle. How I'm gonna cut the form if I've got the forms in there? Oh no, stupid me. Okay, let's get rid of this form. I cannot apply my fam yet. So this one is ready for a pinching. I can apply this pinching clamp in there. Brilliant. I can probably apply the pinching clamp in here as well. So basically you want to squeeze your forms more. Do it on the free edge, do not do it on the nail bed, and then give it another couple seconds cook. That will give us a really nice and slim look on the nails. So a couple seconds. This is brilliant. I can remove it from this one. I can remove it from that one. And I can move on into the next step. So my next step is to build up the apex. And what I will do is I will check if I can pull the form out. Yes, I can in this one. So at least I feel some freedom. I can also do it on this one as well, because they already have been pinched. And I apply nice and thin layer. Keep your brush like really thin around the cuticle area. Make sure you've got product everywhere. And then pick up a very large scoop of the product, as large as you can. Like, I mean, here is very warm, so my product is very runny, like really runny. But I will take it as my advantage. Apply it only, release from the brush, like in and out, and apply it only in the middle, almost like an reverse smile line shape. And that's it. It's perfect almost. Look at this, guys. I am not doing anything. The product is perfect. Cook it. So you could see it. It was just like slapping it on. And the less you play with your gel, the nicest results you'll achieve. Okay, 10 seconds cure. So we can, so first of all, you don't feel the heat spike. And then secondly, that we can pinch the next finger as well. A couple seconds longer. There we are. I can pinch this nail. This one always pinch beautifully, like amazing. And I will check this one. Probably it's not ready for pinching yet, but I cannot allow it to be not pinched because otherwise it will look so fat. Brilliant. Couple seconds and then we can do a ring finger. So I pick up a small scoop, make sure one side of the brush is clean. Remove this excess. So you've got very clean tip. This way you can go like very close to the cuticle without offloading your cuticles. And then pick up very large scoop of the product. Like let it set on your brush almost. And here we are. You can help your gel to run into the place a little bit. Perfect, cook it before it's too late. Couple seconds. Honestly, like try to don't play too much with your gel. Then I can remove the pinching clamp from this one. And are we happy here? Yes, let's say we are. Nice and thin layer everywhere. Because when it's necessary, like you could add some product later on, but I don't think so. Once we file them, they will be really pretty. Pick up a large scoop of the product again. Gosh, this is like a water. This gel is like a water. Honestly, it is like a water. Okay, get those scoop in there. Look, I'm not going too close to the cuticle because then you will just float everything. And I release it from the brush, touch it up. And it's almost ready, almost ready, almost ready. Beautiful, yes? Yes, I think so. You can just gently touch it up, cook it before it's too late. So you have to find those gold moment, like where you want to freeze them. And then I need to check my index finger, index finger to see. I should get away with it. I've got tiny bit of gel which was stuck to the pinching clamp. I should be able to pull that form out. So I'm just pulling this form out and I need to pinch it from underneath as well. Otherwise it will stand out so much from the rest of my nails. And at the same time I will be able to apply the form on my thumb nail, just so I can save the time. Perfect, they are all good and secure enough. So form on my thumb nail straight away before I start building the apex on the index finger. Now the thumb needs to be really strongly cut out. And again, I've got hyponicum, a little hyponicum on my thumb nail. So a decent scoop out from my form. Gosh, that's not straight. That is better. And loosen it. Let's check it if it will fit my nail. No, it wouldn't, it's too fat. Here and there. Here and there. Brilliant. Find the middle line to go into the middle. I need to still trim a tiny bit on this side. And this will be a perfect fit now. Yes, it is. Even more. Got you. Okay, this is gonna be beautiful thumb nail. Perfect. An extra nail prep because we have touched it, of course. There we are. Universal air bond. Perfect. And then sculpting time. Okay, so much stuff going on, so my voice was disappearing. Just repeat the process. Nice and thin layer. Nice and thin layer. And then we can build up the triangle. We have no luck recording the videos today. There is always some disturbs. Now I'm gonna do this triangle shape. So nice coffin shape. Go to the one side. Follow those lines. Actually, they work out perfect in here. The lines. There we are. Beautiful. And then let's freeze it. So it is just a couple seconds freeze, and then we'll be able to sculpt the apex on our index finger. So I'm just start preparing first of all a nice and small scoop. Nice and small. Apply it everywhere. And then pick up the scoop for the apex. There we are. Wait for those beautiful moment where you can start dragging it down. Remove the excess, and then when necessarily help your product. Like, I'm not bothered about those things at the end. We can file it easy, and then we are gonna cure it. That's a really nice shape. I am quite happy actually how they turn it out. It means I'm not gonna have much of the filing, so we are gonna cook them a couple seconds longer, and then we can pinch the thumbnail. Let's check it. That's too soon yet, but I can add a tiny bit of product I'm missing on this side. And then cook it. Brilliant, that's our thumb ready for a pinching, so squeeze it nice and beautiful. Perfect. And I also like to give it an extra pinch to this nail again. So I'm just applying the pinching clamp from underneath, give it a couple seconds cook, and then we can build up our thumb. I actually holding my hand just like this in a lamp, but I will see. Probably will have to put it straight, so I'm checking the form. It is absolutely fine to be going away, and then make my life much easier. Pull the nail folds down, apply nice and thin scoop everywhere. See, cover those places which I did miss before. Beautiful. Another huge scoop of the product. Get rid of this air bubble which I had in there. And then my huge apex, because on the thumb I need lots of product. I mean, guys, you can see it, what big sizes, like what scoops of the product I'm picking up. But at the end, the nails looks really nice and thin, just because of the placement of those product, like only in the places where it should be. Making mess. Do I manage on time? Okay, I'm missing some product, but I'm better off cooking this nail rather than trying to fix it, because if I will try to fix it now, I will make a big mess out of it. And also, by the time it's cured, sometimes those, before the light catch it, the product might run more, so you always want to put it right before, and you can see it. Yeah, it did smooth out. I'm missing a tiny bit of product in there, so I need to cook it a tiny bit longer, add this product, do the final cure. And my final cure is always 60 seconds. Like, it doesn't matter, the previous nails have cooked longer. I'm just touching up this place. Nice and thin layer. Because I didn't manage to get this nail in a one go. Brilliant. Final final cure of 60 seconds on all of them. I like to always save the time, like when I'm cooking. So this is a time when I would clean my desk. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm doing my nails or client nails. On my gel brush, I always leave tiny bit product, not this huge amount, like, but I've got everything in there. But a tiny bit of the product. So basically what I would do, let me clean that. What I will do is I will just clean my brush with the excess of the product, reshape it again. Can't do it with this hand. Clean the handle and then store it away from the direct light. And then just before application of the product, I would clean it because there might be some dust on it. Okay, that's my nails cooked. I like them. I do really like them. So remove inhibition layer, and then we will be able to move on into filing. So remove the inhibition layer. And honestly, this is so much easier if you let your product like run. So just remove that. And then we can start filing. That's how they look before filing. Just one more touch. And then we're ready for filing. I actually love how they turn it out. Not bad for doing it with my left hand. So first of all, we need to tidy up the free edge. Like, as you can see, it is quite messy. So I file it from underneath to get rid of the biggest bulb, and try to be consistent in what you do. If you would do things consistent, your shape is gonna be consistent. Like, I do love that I've got like a kind of filing technique which I'm using on every single set. Next step, we need to sort out the free edge. Like, first of all, they are too long, and then secondly, as I say, so we're kind of getting into the summertime, so I want a nice decent length. Do it on those ones as well. Get rid of that bulk. And then I show you the filing maybe or one or two nails. So I'm just going to use the UV cleanser again because I still got a tiny bit of fluff in there and I don't like it. Like, make sure they are clean. Let's do maybe the thumb, because the thumb is quite hard always to file. So once we've done the free edge, I'm filing the side walls and I'm bringing in all the bulk which I might have there. Get rid of that. Do the other side. And get rid of that bulk. This is always slimming the nails so much. And you can see when we shorten it, them, they become so much thicker. That's all the bulkage of the product which I've got in here, and I need to remove that. So file away this bulk. And those kind of motions, I find it best, like for filing. Then blend your cuticle area. You don't want to know where the product is starting. Everything nicely blend in. Grab the dust brush and inspect the nail. This side is too long. Depends how you look at it. I check the hairline, so that's like the way the entire nail runs, and I can see this side is a little bit still too bulky. Getting there. Okay, that's enough. The rest has to be done with the buffer, so I don't overfile and I don't damage the shape. Okay, we are gonna do it here as well. So get those nice shape. Other side. Nice V shape. Shorten it. This one is far too long. I just changed the file. I think, yeah, that's the one. Wasn't behaving like I could feel it, like it doesn't do much. And to be honest, it's actually better for me when I'm working with my left hand. It's better for me to use my right hand and keep moving it to achieve a shape, because it's faster. Blend around the cuticle area. And then slim this nail down, because it's far too thick. I actually didn't expect them to turn out this thick. Still too long. Okay, that's a perfect length. And this movement is fantastic, like for shaping your nails. Check how they run underneath. And the same in here. So I always need to see them this direction, otherwise I'm not able to tell if they're straight or not. Then again, blend around the cuticle area. Straighten it. I need to be careful because I keep overfiling this corner. And I like it, it's really nice and straight. So the only option to fix it is go like this, without of touching this missing part now. Check the length. We are 0.5 millimeter shorter. Check how they look from underneath. Definitely far too thick. Okay, they start looking half decent, so I'm just gonna grab the white buffer. And with the white buffer, things become much, much prettier because we are filing the entire surface of the nail. You can see they look so much better. Clean them. And then we are gonna use the gray buffer. So with the gray buffer, you can see it, you can actually cannot see it. Let me clean it. You can't see it where the product is starting, and that's what you want to do it, like on all the nails, like making sure you don't know where the product is starting. Blend this side, that looks really bad. Keep blending it. You can see that the white line is disappearing. Okay, they start looking almost there. I've got the same situation here in that corner. Grab the blue scrap, clean them and see how they look. Not bad. I still have to like blend this area here a little bit more. Careful on this one after the crystal removal. Okay, I'm gonna do that on the other two nails and then show you the final look of this set. Okay guys, so that's them all nicely buffed. I just need to clean them and then come up with some design, which will be probably a French manicure, but I like how they turn it out, and I hope you have really enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Sending you huge glittery hugs. Bye!